Hey YouTube, got another pot tobacco review for you. Today we're doing Sutliff's Black Spice. This is a straight black Cavendish blend from Sutliff. It's made with Green River Burley, and we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and get us a jar note. Sutliff's Black Spice. So it's a straight Burley, Cavendished, and it smells sweet. I get vanilla, I get nutmeg, I get cinnamon, I get a little bit of like a butteriness too. Like a buttery, I guess from the Burley maybe. Buttery, a little bit of nuttiness. A little bit like a burnt chocolate. Very pleasant. It smells a little Christmassy. It's nice. Wonderful jar note. Got a pot packed here. One of the little Missouri Meerschaum Rob Roys. So I'm gonna fire this up and we'll talk about the blend. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Tell you what it tastes and sort of where the blend takes me, what I think about it. Gets burly right off the bat. It's buttery. It's sweet. It's made from Green River Burley, which means that's burley grown in the Green River Valley, Kentucky. It's an aromatic. It says it comes in a broken flake. Here's what it looks like. It's very dark. It's very dark. It's also very chunky. They say a broken flake, and that's pretty accurate. Very dark, black, and very chunky. I mean, you got some big pieces in there. Broken flake. You could also call it coarse cut. Flavorings: cinnamon and nutmeg. And I smell those in the jar note, and then the smoke, and I taste it. I taste cinnamon. I taste nutmeg. You can only get it in bulk. It's smooth. I've never gotten a bite. This blend doesn't bite at all. It does come very moist. Now, what is this blend? This blend is a straight black Cavendish, and that's its character. It's goopy. It's sort of goopy. It's very dark leaf. There's not a whole lot of nicotine here. Other than the nutty burley, taste, there's not a whole lot of tobacco taste here either. Yeah, this is just a dark, goopy, aromatic with some cinnamon and nutmeg and a little bit of vanilla and chocolate in there. So Sutliff started in 1849 in San Francisco. In 1953, they moved to Richmond, Virginia. Been there ever since. One of their flagship blends, maybe one of the ones that sort of put them on the map back in the day, was Sutliff's Mixture 79. I got a review on that blend. You can check that out on the channel if you'd like to. And in that presentation, I go a little more in depth on Sutliff and the history of the company and all that. Rich history, awesome company. They're known as the King of Arrows. So this blend was created by a guy named Carl McAllister. And actually, he was the one that was known as the King of the Arrows. That's right, him. Not Sutliff themselves, but the head blender. And he developed a lot of the aromatic blends that Sutliff offers. They have a very big, wide line of aromatic tobaccos, bulk tobaccos. This is one of them. He started with Sutliff in 1977, Carl McAllister, and he became the head blender in 2000. He blended over 200 blends, including Voodoo Queen, Sambuca, Molto Dolce, the entire private stock line. That was all him. He blended this one. This is one of his. So it's a broken flake. I break it up really good. I crumble it up really good. It's really thick, really coarse, really chunky. I break all that up. I get it up to where it packs really easy. I make sure I get it broke up fine, and I also give it a little bit of dry time with it being so moist. It definitely needs to sort of crisp up a little bit. So they grow this burley in the Green River Valley in Kentucky. And what they do to that stuff is they treat it with sugar water, and then they toast it until the sugar caramelizes. It gives it a nice brown sugar note. And that plays well with the toppings that they've given it: the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the warming spices, the baking spices, the vanilla. It goes good with that nutty, buttery burley. It's very chunky. This blend is very, very chunky. It burns good. Like I say, as long as you break it up good and you let it dry just a tad, it burns good. Especially for like a goopy, straight back Cavendish aromatic blend. It's smooth. It's soft. Again, you're not going to get a whole lot of tobacco flavors here. You're not going to get some smokiness or some, some bready Virginianness or some, fruity Perique. You're not going to get any of that kind of stuff here. This is just the burley with that sweetness and those toppings. It's got a nice room note. My wife likes the room note on this blend. If I smoke it inside, it smells Christmassy. Yep, it's nutty. It's most consistent all the way down. Every puff I get, I can rely on the flavors. I can count on them to be there. And there's the nuttiness, the butteriness, the vanilla, and all those cinnamon nutmeg tastes. And they're consistent all the way down the bowl. I ain't hardly even tamped this yet. I've only ever smoked this in a cob. Maybe just this cob. I may have smoked it in one or two others, but I know for a fact I've only ever smoked this in a cob. Yeah. I bet you, because of its nature, and because of its burn rate, and because it's a straight back Cavendish, I bet you this blend would be good to blend with. Yep, Carl McAllister, he retired in 2015, but I would say he left quite a legacy. Over 200 blends. Yep, if you like aromatics, this one's worth a try. I like the toppings, I like the flavorings, the spices. They taste nice. And again, you got to kind of go in with it to this blend knowing what it is. It's a straight back Cavendish. It's a goopy aromatic. I know that, and I have fun with it. Sutliff's a great company. The Carl McAllister guy, he also was pretty responsible for a lot of the match blends that they recreated and offered. And that's a pretty hard thing for a blender to do, is recreate a blend. Yep. Thanks so much to Sutliff for doing what they do best for so many years, offering so many great tobaccos. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this presentation. I really appreciate it. Feel free to drop a comment. If you smoke black spice. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know what you taste, what you like about it. If you don't like it, drop a comment about that. Drop a comment about some of your favorite Sutliff blends. Subscribe to the channel. Like this content if you dig it. See y'all next time.